Hello students, I am again here with the session number 3 of the chapter number 4, that is Tick Tick Tick. In last session we learnt about calendar. In today's session we will discuss some important terms like date of manufacture and expire date. Also we will discuss about 12 hours format and 24 hours format. Let's start our session number 3 with one story named Story of Chandran. Kindly refer page number 48 of your textbook. On 15 May 2006, Chandran went to a shop to buy butter. He checked the packet to see if this butter was safe to eat. It was written on the packet, best before 180 days from the date of packing. That means someone can use this packet of butter till 180 days after the date of packing, and he checked the date of packing. It was 15/01/06. That means 15 January 2006. Help him find out if he should buy this butter or not. In which month was the butter packed? Very good, January, because we have already discussed that the date of packing is 15 January 2006. Now, next question. Which month will it be 180 days after 15 January 2006? Dear students, here we have number of days and we are supposed to find out the month. So first we have to convert number of days into months. Let's solve together. As we all know, 30 days make 1 month. So we can say 180 days divided by days of month. That means 180 divided by 30 gives us the number of months. Let's check the multiplication table of 30 and check by which number it gets divided. 30 ones are 30, 32s are 60, 33s are 90, 34s are 120, 35s are 150, 36 are 180. Yes, so our answer is 6. So 180 days make 6 months. Hence, it will be July month, because after 6 months from January, we have February, March, April, May, June and July. So our answer is July. Next question. Can Chandran eat 8 on 15th May 2006? Obviously yes, because he can use it till July 2006. Now dear students, tell me one thing. Do you ever check the date of packing of things you buy? Yes, very good. We should check the date of packing and as well as the date of expiring. Have you seen medicines which have the expiry date written on them? Yes, it tells you after which date it is unsafe to take the medicine. Let's proceed further. Find out. First question. Which are the other things that come with an expiry date? Yes, students, there are many things like juice, chocolates, milk, bread, etc. You can write any 5 things. Next, on a cough syrup, it was written MFG dot date 07/03. MFG dot date means manufacturing date, and that is date of packing. Kindly note, here we have only month and year. We don't have a date. So 7th month means July month and 03 means 2003. So this shows it was made in July 2003. Next, EXP dot date 07/05. EXP date means expiry date, and that is 07/05. Yes, means July 2005. This shows the month and year till when it is safe to take. Now, our first question is, what month and year is written as 07/05? Yes, we know July is the 7th month and 05 indicates a year 2005. So our answer is July 2005. Next one, would it be safe to take the cough syrup in September 2005? What do you think? Is it safe? Obviously not, because the cough syrup is safe to take till July 2005 and September comes after 2 months of July. So our answer is no. Let's proceed further. We have one more story on page number 49. Tutun missed the train. Tutun's school had closed for the summer holidays. He went to his grandma's place. I know this time you all have missed your grandma's place due to our current situation. He met a lot of his cousins there. He was enjoying himself and didn't want to go back home. Now his mother said, Tutun, pack your bag. The train leaves at 5:30 in the evening. Tutun replied, Oh no, we are going back so soon. I wish we miss our train. Let's see the next part of story. Tutun and his parents reached the station at 5:15. But guess what? They had actually missed the train. Tutun jumped and said, Hooray! That means I'm not going back today. Can you guess why they missed the train? Let me tell you the reason. Actually, the train had left at 5:30 in the morning. Tutun's parents were upset. They asked the station master, Our ticket says 5:30. Master replied him, But sir, this means 5:30 in the morning. He said, Oh yes, how could I forget that? The railways will write 17:30 for 5:30 in the evening. Tutun asked his mom, Why so? His mom replied, because they use a 24-hour clock. Dear students, let me explain the difference between 12-hour clock and 24-hour clock. Here is the difference. In 12-hour clock, the hours go from 12 to 12 twice a day. On the other hand, in 24-hour clock, the hours go from 0 to 23. In 12-hour clock, we have to use AM and PM. AM is used before noon and PM is used after noon. In 24-hour, we are not supposed to use AM or PM. Kindly note the full form of AM and PM. The full form of AM is ante-meridiem and the full form of PM is post-meridiem. And here is the table which shows the conversion of 12-hour clock into 24-hour clock. Kindly note, in 12-hour clock, AM is used from 12 o'clock midnight to 11 hours 59 minutes in the morning. From the 12 o'clock noon, we will use PM till 11:59 in the night. Clear? Good. So first we have 12 AM. 12 AM means midnight. It is written as 00 hours in 24-hour clock. Similarly, for 1 AM we have 1 hour. For 2 AM we have 2 hours. Similarly, for 5 AM we have 5 hours. For 12 PM we have 12 hours. Now, for 1 PM we don't have 1 hour. We have 13 hours. For 2 PM we have 14 hours. Similarly, for 5 PM we have 17 hours. For 9 PM, yes, we have 21 hours. Kindly refer this table for all the answer. I hope now you are more clear about the 12-hour clock and 24-hour clock. Let's proceed further. Look at this chart. It tells the difference between your watch and a 24-hour clock. Try to complete it. We have already learnt the table of conversion. So, you can do this very easily. 1 o'clock in the afternoon, that means 13 hours in 24-hour clock. Similarly, 2 o'clock in the afternoon means 14 hours. 3 o'clock in the afternoon means, yes, very good, 15 hours. 3:30 in the afternoon, that means 15:30 hours. Now 6 o'clock in the evening. For 4 o'clock we have 16 hours. For 5 o'clock we have 17 hours. So for 6 o'clock we have, yes, 18 hours. 9 o'clock in the evening. What is the answer? Very good, 21 hours. And for 12 o'clock at midnight we have, very good, 0 hours. Now I have one question for you. Suppose a train leaves at 8:30 at night. The time written on the railway ticket would be, any guesses? Try to find out. Yes, very good. 20-30 hours, because the railways are using 24-hour clock. In a 12-hour clock, each time comes twice in a day. So 5:30 in the morning is 5:30 a.m. and 5:30 in the evening is 5:30 p.m. What about 12:30 in the afternoon? Do we use AM or PM? Yes, PM, because we have already discussed that after 12 o'clock at noon we use PM till midnight. Now it's homework time. Kindly refer page number 51 for this homework. First question, you must have noted the time of sunrise and sunset. Find out the time of sunrise and sunset. This you can check in the newspaper or you can take help of your parents. Then write down your answer in the column given. And second question, where have you seen a 24-hour clock being used? This homework you have to do in your textbook. So here we have completed our chapter number 4. I hope you must have understood all the topics clearly. We will meet soon with another chapter. Thank you.